If you want to share Jesus, but sometimes you don't know how, or maybe you're struggling on having a deep connection with God and having your devotionals and trying to find God's call, you have to hear what we're going to talk about today. I'm with Isabelle. Isabelle, she is leading right now CORE Ministries, right?
I'm their outreach coordinator, yes.
Okay. Why do I want you to hear this interview? It's because Isabelle's going to tell you something that you can do that can change your life forever.
That's right.
So, Isabelle, tell us about CORE. What is CORE?
CORE is a life transforming experience. And before you go like, hey, that's a little bit audacious, let me tell you why. In CORE, we study the Bible. And when you study the Bible, it is always a life transforming experience. Now, I also understand that you can read the Bible without a life transforming experience. So,
Yeah.
what makes CORE so unique in their Bible study? And there's a text in Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. It says, "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are those who keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus." Now, oftentimes we can tell people, oh, this is the commandments of God. Love the Lord thy God with all your heart and your neighbor as thyself. We can tell people what's the commandments, and we're told as Christians what the commandments are. So this is what we're supposed to follow. And you study the Bible and you learn what you should do and what you shouldn't do, and how to be a Christian, how not to be a Christian. But we forget that last part, the faith of Jesus. The saints have both. They don't just obey God. They have the faith of Jesus. And what is that faith like? What is the faith of Jesus? Who did he have faith in? Why did Jesus even need faith? We look and we think faith is for my salvation, right? For I'm saved by grace through faith, and that's what I need faith for. Jesus doesn't need saving, so why did Jesus need faith? And so we look at the whole Adventist message from this perspective of God's faith and his faith in us, and how he came to save us, and how through the deepest, darkest time in Gethsemane, Jesus had faith that one day we would still choose him, that his sacrifice was going to be worth it, and it wasn't in vain. Even if he didn't feel like drinking the cup, even if he felt that God was the farthest away from him, he still went through it all.
Wow.
And in CORE, we study that. We go through the Adventist message. We go through how the Bible came about. We go through practical aspects, how to give Bible study, how do I share it? But not from just a sharing perspective of like, oh, all these tools that I have, and I smile this way, and if I use this word, and if I use this biblical text and just use half of it, no. From the inside, from a deep connection with Christ, where you realize everything he has done for me. He's gone above and beyond anything that I've asked for, above and beyond anything that I even know about it, to look after me and to love me. And he does that for every single person. And so it shifts the way you look at the Bible. You look at the Bible not only from our perspective, but from God's perspective of his story in it. How has it been for God to go through this whole great controversy? It's not easy for a family to lose a family member.
Oh, yeah.
And Christ lost a lot. And so when we look at that aspect, it brings in our hearts sympathy and love, a love that just overflows for God. And that is why I believe CORE is a life transforming experience. It's been a life transforming experience for me, and I've just recently started working there and listening to their classes. And so I'm so excited about what it's going to do for our listeners here and for our incoming students this August.
Wow. Yeah, no, I can see that. I'm already touched by the preaching here. No, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful what you guys do.
Yes.
So how long is the course?
So CORE is 14 week. That's about 3.5 months. It happens once a year, kind of in the fall. So mid to late August to right up before Thanksgiving in November.
Okay, so it's an on-site training.
It's an on-site training. It's in the Blue Mountain Academy campus. It's a beautiful campus. We have the Appalachian Mountains right in front of us. So we're located there. The students have their room and board in Blue Mountain Academy, and then our classes are at the Pennsylvania conference office.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I was going to say. This is in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's in Pennsylvania with the Pennsylvania conference.
Great. So how much is your capacity? How many students you can have at the same time?
So we used to be a 9-month program, so we had a lot less students that were able to come for such a time commitment. Right now, we've just shortened our program to a 14-week. So we're increasing. Our take-in right now is for like 16 to 18, but we're looking for it expanding. We're also seeing how the demands go, and we have right now 14 students that have signed up, and so we're excited about that.
Wow, that sounds great. Okay, so I go to CORE, I take the course, I'm like revived. Now what?
That is a great question. So what I love about CORE is it establishes the tools that you can use once you leave CORE to continue your own Christian walk. Not only does it do that, it networks you because we bring in teachers from all over the US and even from outside the US. So we have teachers such as Pastor D. Casper, who's there, who's teaches a bunch of classes. We have Dr. Jill Schwirzer from Abide Network. She comes in, so you can network with her and get to know what her ministry is about. And then we have Sebastian Braxton that comes in, teaches at times too. Akeem James, Dr. Eric Walsh, and Kevin Dice. I could go on naming so many people.
Yeah.
So you network and you see
Inspiring
different
people
who are in different areas of ministry, and that kind of starts in the student's mind. Oh, like maybe I'm interested in this type of mission. Maybe I want to go towards the more of the medical missionary field. Maybe I want to go more agriculture. Maybe I want to go to college and study because I want to become a nurse and I want to help God in that field. We are missionaries wherever we are. And
Amen.
Sometimes it's hard for us to develop that mindset, though, that in my 9 to 5, I'm a missionary. In my college, I'm a missionary. At home, I'm a missionary. And so we develop the students, and the program is developed in such a way where the students leave there able to continue their own personal growth. And for the students who are looking for something to do, we have a 6-month internship option where the students can go hands-on into what they want to do while still receiving the discipleship and mentorship of the CORE staff.
Awesome. That sounds very, very nice. So friends, you heard already everything and much more than I was thinking that I was going to hear. And so if you're really motivated to start this growth on Jesus Christ and looking for his call, looking to serve somewhere, or just serving to Jesus where you are. I love what you said about or doing it outside or doing it at home, because sometimes we're like, oh, Jesus, I want to be a missionary for you. Send me to the other side of the world. And sometimes Jesus is like, no, man, I need you right there where you are, you know? And we miss it. Well, friends, all of that is going to be links in the description below. I also know that CORE has a free class that they can watch online as a sample, right?
Yes, online we have a free 3 Angels Message class with Pastor D. Casper, the founder of CORE. It's a great class, so you can watch it at your own pace. Just go to the website, coreevangelism.com, and there you'll have the information there.
There we go. So all of that is going to be in the links in the description below. Well, thank you, Isabelle, for coming and for talking about this. I see that you're very passionate about it. And I hope you guys, if you take the training, you become that passionate as well. I hope to be that passionate as well, because I know that I need to reinforce my relationship with Christ as well. So it's very eye-opening.
Yes.
Well, friends, you know that OCI, we're all about helping ministries thrive. So if you want to start a ministry or you already have one, you want to make it grow, links are going to be in the description below. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video with others that may be interested in their growth and maybe they need CORE in their lives. Thanks, and see you on the next one.